Awesome. Hello, everybody. I'm so excited. What a month we had in March. I just want you to shout yourself out in the comments right now if you signed somebody up, if you ranked up, if you had somebody rank up, if you know somebody who ranked up. I just want you to shout out all your wins because seriously, it was amazing. And what I really loved about this month this month is that it really was not incentive driven. It really was driven by the desire to learn to duplicate a little bit better. I feel like we came out of this stronger in duplication and understanding how to keep people with good customer care and really be duplicating the three-way calls, the shout out posts, and getting people to start sharing. That is the most exciting thing. And how I can tell is that our April is starting off stronger than any month that this team has had after a huge month like March. We are literally showing no signs of slowing down, which is so amazing and so exciting. So I wanted to start off tonight with a little slideshow because apparently this is my new thing, is I wanted to just spend a few minutes and really let's shout everybody out. So you guys feel free to unmute and just like cheer for your people, get excited. Big energy is important, and energy doesn't always mean outgoing or loud. It just means I'm showing appreciation and I'm matching you and I'm showing up and I'm excited for you. So I wanted to start off with our rank advancements. Okay. I don't know. Is Joey on here tonight? Is she on here? But Joey went senior Ruby. My graphic is wrong. She went senior Ruby this month, which is insane, amazing. So congratulations to Joey. We have two new senior golds in the house, Rachel Wilkes and Jonathan Lester. Okay, John Lester. So that's exciting and amazing. And we had Angela Kennedy for gold. These are all golds, okay? Fast Art Gold, Alicia Robinson in the house. Let's go. Lois McCrary, Chris Reeser, Candy Thompson, Andrea Rennie, Leslie Deneen, and Sue Bensinger. Okay, you guys unmute and just give a little holler because those are really big ranks to get to.
Woohoo! Oh yeah, way to
It's
go, you
amazing.
guys.
I
Yeah,
love you
you
guys.
did it.
Like, what do we say here? Okay, and then we've got senior silvers, Dina Cole, Dee Dee, Crystal Hughes. Come on. I mean, baby in the hospital and still going fast art, senior silver. Amazing. And Sam Arthur for senior silver. Incredible. And then look at all these silvers here. Okay, I'm going to run through these names because it's important and it's a big deal and it's special. Okay, we have Layla from Layla. Okay, I'm just going to say Layla. Okay, Jessica Roberts, Melissa Barnes, Ashley Malcolm, Freddie Wilkes, Alicia Melton. I saw her on here tonight. I'm so proud of you. Kelly Crossman, Madison Thomas, James McCrary, Ashley Rhodes, Cassandra Dix, Amanda King, Amy Goolsby, Jared Jenkins, Shelby Higginbotham, Brooke Flanagan, Molly Goolsby, Christine Harveth, Rhiannon Twardecki, Rianne Main, Ashley Graffney, Samantha Howerton, Jen Self, Carla Jesse, Jennifer Bruin, Nicole Snyder, Heather Richards, Crystal DeRemer, Cindy Cripplebauer, and Estelle Curestis. Woo! Okay.
Let's go.
I'm cracking up. I hope I said your name right because that's a big deal. It's so exciting. And I'm just so incredibly proud of you guys for doing this, for showing up, and for just being part of our team, part of our winning team culture. And that really is being inspired to continue to share, being inspired by our products, being inspired by our compensation plan. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys tonight is that what we have is so incredibly special. And we are devoted and we are committed from your leadership down to bringing the fire. And what I mean by that is sometimes it gets misunderstood when I say that, because I have a big personality and normally like large hair. I tamed it down because of the humidity for y'all. Um, but it's that it's not extroverted. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the energy to make space in your life for your dreams to come true. I'm talking about fire of belief. I'm talking about fire of re-inspiring yourself to continue, even though your circumstances sometimes, right? They're easy one day, they're hard the next. That every day that you commit and every day that you decide to be disciplined towards your business is absolutely going to pay off. The fire from the top that's saying, you can do this. If we can do this, you can do this. And the fire also coming from the top is, we're running with you. You're not doing this alone. You're going to see your diamond leaders on there have all helped people rank up. That is uncommon in network marketing. Can I tell you that? Normally when you hit diamond, you're like, where'd they go? Where are they? This company and this team is committed to sticking this out and helping to show the way. And so I am so excited. I am so fired up about April because, like I said, we are literally showing no signs of slowing down. So if you are ready to kickstart your business, maybe you've just joined us, or if you're ready to reignite your business, it doesn't matter. You have the same tools that everybody else does to jump in and start a fire. I have watched three-way calls take my business, my personal business, okay, where I'm helping my level ones rank up, from like very little activity in the first week to just blowing up the last 3 weeks in March. And it has continued through April. So I really want to do a big plug for duplication. You're going to see a little system going around that Megan Milakovic helped me write. We put it together. It's in my notes section, and I follow it straight through with every single person. How do you know if you're duplicating? You know if you're duplicating if you're signing people up and you're doing the things. I don't think that you can have a system if you're not signing people up and you don't have anyone to work with, right? So you need to be working in your business to know where the holes in your business are, to knowing, okay, this is what I need to work on. So for me in my personal business, it was firing up those three-way calls and connecting to people, taking the time and space for my business, giving it a little more time than I was before, giving it a little more space than I was before, to allow new people, to allow room for new people to come in. So the question I want to ask you tonight is, if you had a runner join you tonight, and you connect to them and they share and they sign up 20 people, are you prepared for that? Do you have space and time to help them grow their business? I believe that when we create that space and we become good stewards of the opportunity that we're given, we can really move mountains with the duplication system that we have that is super, super simple. I'm going to share it again after this because I'm sure there's going to be people who haven't seen it. So I'll put it in the energy bus. I'll put it on the team page again, all of the things. It's just a very simple system where you can save it in your notes and go through it. So in April, right, our incentive is a suitcase and a jean jacket. My hope is that regardless, if that motivates you, awesome. If you're like, I will never wear a denim jacket a day in my life, that's fine too. My hope is that sharing this opportunity and that sharing these products and that sharing our clean gut health and clean your house challenge, that sharing the things that our team has that are really valuable, that inspires you, that your why inspires you. I loved this story. Someone on our team messaged and she said, I'm so excited. I earned enough to pay for horseback riding lessons for my girls. And I literally, like, it made me tear up because it's like, it's those things that I want more of. I don't know about you guys, but when I started hearing these wins from everybody where they're like, oh my gosh, this just paid for this. Another girl was sharing with me that she is now able, she paid for her entire time at the Mom's Day Out, where her little baby could go and get 2 days a week at this little preschool at her church. Those are the things that I'm talking about. Getting on hold for the private school that you want your kids to go to that you can now help afford and pay for. It's not always the fancy Lexus in the driveway that's going to motivate you. Sometimes it's the things that are literally, I got a huge raise last month. I got a huge raise. And I have literally been asking people, what would an extra $10,000 raise do for your family this month? What would $10,000 for your family do? And for me, I'm pregnant with our seventh son. I've got 6 boys, 4 of them are teenagers. They're all older. And I'm like, I will be using a good 8,000 of that to buy groceries for them because I can't keep protein shakes in my house or yogurt or meat or anything else. You should have seen me tonight. I was like, okay, we're limiting, we're on rations. Stop eating all the chicken like before the rest of the kids eat. Like, let's chill out. And I'm joking about it, but seriously, it's like buying groceries for your family, being able to just fork over money and buy meat in bulk. These are the things that really change people's lives when they can see it. And sometimes we can get complacent with our paychecks. My paycheck isn't, oh, my paycheck isn't all that high, or I don't make that much money, or I don't get this. But what can you do with it? What does it pay for? What does it cover for? And when I was hearing the wins last month, and I would love if you want to share, I would love to see the comments just flooded with what it was that extra money this month paid for your family, that maybe you were like, I wasn't really anticipating on being able to do that. Pay my water bill, my electric bill, all these things, because when you hear those wins, I will tell you, it does just, it gets me all in my feels at how special that is and how truly incredible this opportunity is in allowing us to do that. And so I want to encourage you tonight that you can do this. That if you have felt that tug on your heart, if you have watched other people, if you kind of were watching and maybe you just joined and you watched people just absolutely their businesses just blow up and you're like, what is going on over there? What's that fire happening over there? It is so doable and it is so possible. And if you have a dream that it just requires a little more resources, I would just love for Plexus to be that vehicle for you. I think that for me, sometimes Plexus became the dream, and I forgot that this is my vehicle. This is my vehicle to share health with people. This is my vehicle to share my story of how I lost my husband and how I was able to provide for my kids because of God's providence of bringing Plex, something like a pink drink, into my life and reminding me of my passion of why I'm here. And that this is the vehicle for so many people who want to go into ministry or people who are already in ministry, people who want to fund adoptions, people who want to fund water wells, people who want to help pay off their church, people who want to help their neighbor, something as simple as that. One of my biggest goals was that we would get to do a scholarship at our children's, the Baptist church down the road has a little school, and we wanted to be able to pay for a scholarship for a student to go with a single parent. Because when I was suddenly widowed, somebody randomly, I don't know, anonymously paid for my 2 children who were old enough to go to this school. And I can tell you, nothing touched my heart more than that in that season of my life when I needed it the most. And so, what is your biggest dream and your biggest goal? And remember that hitting the rank doesn't matter. Whether you hit it or didn't hit it, it's not the end all be all. Plexus is the vehicle to get you where you want to go. And when you can find that passion and you can get fueled by that with what we're offering people, when we're having, 35, 40 people in Power 30 on a 9:30 on a Monday morning tuning in to hear, how can I help people? How can I build this? How can I grow myself? I just think, how blessed are we that this is the team that we get to be a part of, that this is the team that each one of you has helped create, that we are here and part of something so much bigger than ourselves. And what does that really look like? And taking that vehicle and taking that passion and making a decision that we want to move it forward. And all it takes is, can I be a little bit braver than I've been? Can I be a little bit braver than I've been? Can I share a little bit different? Can I share a little bit more? Can I get out of my comfort zone a little bit more this month than I did last month? And if you ask yourself that enough times, you're going to find yourself building a massive business. And it's so much easier to do that when your mind is on your bigger picture vision. I started out wanting $1,000 to pay my mortgage. And y'all, when I tell you that when I earned that $1,000 paycheck, you would have thought I won the $10 million lottery. My late husband was like, can you calm down? Like, this is excessive. I was like, I'm taking everybody to dinner. Like, it is on me. We're going out. Like, I can't cope with this. This is amazing. It started there. When I hit Emerald and got my Lexus, I was there the next day. Literally, Alec Clark called me. He's like, you weren't supposed to go that fast. Like, we have news reports. We want to go out there. I was like, I ain't waiting. I've never driven a brand new car before. And I'm like, I didn't even think I was a car person. I didn't care. I got all my kids in there. I was like, you're never eating anything in here. 5 minutes later, we're listening to Garth Brooks, windows rolled down, granola bar wrappers are flying because I'm like in the best mood of all time. And I'm like, this was the joy in my life during a season where I was really alone. It was such a sweet thing to get to experience that. And so if we can think of, what is it that we want to do? What is it that we want to go? Who do I want to be? I love that his mercies are new every morning and you literally get to choose, who do I want to be today? A woman of integrity, a woman of my word, a woman who shows up and says yes to helping you achieve your dreams. That's who I want to be. And so your commitment from your leadership team over here is that we are so all in, you're never going to see anybody more all in. We are going to be running with you. If your hair is on fire, I'm running with an extinguisher right next to you, okay? That is how excited we are and passionate we are to truly link arms with the people who want to go. We don't want anyone feeling left behind or left out. We want everyone to feel like if they can do it, we can do it. And so tonight, I want you to just think about, what would it mean as a vehicle for my dreams to take me to the next place? What if I decided to no longer be comfortable where I was and that I wanted to move that next level up? Okay, Alita, what does that require? How do I do that? You just be braver than you were last month. You be braver than you were yesterday. You ask that person for the three-way call. And listen, by the time you've done a few three-way calls, dead squirrels can be dropping from the sky on your car and you ain't skipping a beat. Your little 1-year-old could be literally unloading all the trash and painting your dog with cocoa powder. And you're still like, that'll be 2 probio and 1 bowel cleanse for you, ma'am. It's like, you won't even skip a beat because you're used to it. Right? And so getting a little braver and remembering that you're helping people and that you're not asking anybody for a favor. We're not convincing people and we're not asking them for a favor. Be confident in what you have to offer. Be confident in your dreams. Be confident in yourself and just be a little braver this month. Be a little braver tomorrow than you were today. So I feel like I ran through the whole thing here, and being pregnant and just doing 2 calls back to back, I'm like, wow, that was fast. So after this, we have the business corporate call with Melissa Eichenhorst and Andrea Mitchell. Andrea, her story is precious. If you know anybody who has a special needs child, please invite them. She has an incredible story. She is absolutely amazing. Melissa was a teacher. Her husband owns a funeral home, and she's an amazing gifted speaker. She can explain things very, very well. So please invite people to that. Remember that we have these opportunities to invite people, so use them wisely. And I just love, no one even heard anything, Alicia, so don't worry about it. We're so proud of you guys for all of these rank ups. It's seriously incredible. It's so inspiring, and we're really excited. So blessings. Thank you so much for hopping on here tonight, and we will see you around. We're going to see you tomorrow, being braver than you were today. Let's go.